Hello students, in today's lecture we are going to discuss domain and range of inverse trigonometric functions. In chapter 1 of class 12th mathematics, we have learned that a function has inverse if it is 1, 1 and onto. Or we can say that if a function is 1, 1 and onto, then only its inverse is possible. So consider the trigonometric function y equals to sin x. As we know that its domain is real number and range is -1 to 1. But for all real numbers, this function is not 1, 1 and onto. So if we restricted the domain to -π/2 to π/2 with range this, then the function is 1, 1 and onto. Look at the graph of sin x. As it is clear from this graph that at these 2 points the values of sin function is same. So we can say that this is π/3 and this is 2π/3. At 2π/3 and π/3 the values are same. It means for sin π/3 and for sin 2π/3 the values are same. So we can say that for different elements the images are same. It means the function is not 1, 1. For this point and this point, π/6 and 5π/6, again the values are same. So what we do, we will break this domain into different intervals, and the intervals may be like this, from -π/2 to π/2. Look at this graph, this portion of the graph. In this portion, for different values, the images are different. Or we can say that every element has a pre-image. So, from this to this point, this function is 1, 1 and onto. Similarly, for other interval also, π/2 to 3π/2, 3π/2 to 5π/2. In negative direction, -π/2 to -3π/2, -3π/2 to -5/2, 5π/2 and so on. So we can say that this interval could be restricted to any of the interval -3π/2, -π/2, -π/2, π/2, then π/2, 3π/2 and so on. So this set of real number is divided into infinite number of intervals, and when we consider this sin function, then it is 1, 1 and onto in all these intervals. So we can take any of the interval. Now, as sin function is 1, 1 and onto, so it has inverse. Means its inverse is possible. And inverse of sin function. Inverse of sin function is denoted by sin inverse. With domain, now since it is the inverse of sin function, sin is defined from real number to this. So sin inverse is defined from -1, 1 to real number, but real number is divided into many intervals, then only it is 1, 1 on 2. So we can say that sin inverse is defined from minus 1 1 2 minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So this is the domain, and range could be any of the interval, but this interval is the principal value branch. So we can say that this sine inverse is defined from minus 1 1 to minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. This is called principal value branch. This is the branch which is nearest to the origin and symmetric about this origin. So this is the principal branch. So we can say that this sine inverse is defined for this minus 1 1, means this is the domain and this is the range. Now same we can consider for cos also. As we know that the domain of the cos function is again real number and range is minus 1 to 1. So look at this graph. In this graph also this cos has same values at two different angles. It means this cos function also has same image at two different elements, for two different elements. So we can say that it is not 1 1 for this whole set of real numbers. So again this set of real number is divided into different branches. So when we restrict this domain to 0 to pi, look at this, then these are positive values, these are negative values. It means the different element has different images and every element has a pre-image. So we can say that this cos function is 1 1 and on to for the interval 0 to pi, pi to 2 pi and so on. On the negative side 0 to minus pi to minus 2 pi and so on. So we can say that cos inverse is defined for, again in the negative direction, opposite direction, we can say that minus 1 to 1, and this real number, set of real number is divided into different branches. Out of those branches, this 0 to pi is the principal branch. So we can say that the domain of the cos inverse is minus 1 1 and range is 0 pi. Similarly for tan inverse, as we know that this is the graph of tan function. This is pi by 2 and this is minus pi by 2. So look, these are positive values, these are negative values. When the angle changes, the values are different in the negative direction. When the angle changes, again their values are different. It means every angle has different image. Every element has different image and every element has a pre-image. So we can say that this tan inverse, the tan function is defined from what? This to this. So in the reverse direction, when we will talk about this tan inverse, we can say that this is the what? Domain, and again this set of real number is divided into different branches. Out of those branches, this is the principal branch, minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, this one. So tan inverse is defined when the domain is R and the range is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Now similarly we can write for cosec inverse, sec inverse and cot inverse. Now since cosec inverse is the reciprocal of sine, so Similarly, we can write the domain and range. Domain is what? This one. This is the range of cosec function. So, this is the domain of cos inverse. And the range is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 minus. As we know that cosec x is what? 1 upon sin x. So, when sin is 0 at 0 degree. So, it is not defined for 0. So, for the case of cos inverse, we can say that this domain is r minus 1 and range is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, but 0 is not included. Now, for sec inverse again, r minus this is the range of sec. So, this will be the domain of sec inverse and the range will be what? 0 to pi minus pi by 2. At pi by 2, this sec becomes what? Not defined. So, except this is the range of sec inverse. Now, come to cot inverse. Now, as we know that for this cot also, the range is r. Okay? And domain is what? R minus n pi. So, this will become the domain of cot inverse. So, we can say that this is domain of cot inverse and the range is what? 0 to pi. So, in this way, these are the domains and these are the range of inverse trigonometric functions.